Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of the Wayfarer for Heretic on the Thou Art the Smite-Meister difficulty, played through GZDoom. We're doing all levels with a 1 start, and this is E1M7, the Onyx Citadel. Let's begin. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is grab all this stuff, and you ever wonder what a slaughter map for Heretic looks like? I think we're looking at one right now, but we aren't going to start slaughtering just yet. Instead, what we're going to do is wake up this Molitor, press that button after grabbing the Tome of Power, then grab the Hell Staff here, grab the Mystic Urn here. We'll go into this room now to grab a bag of holding, which is very, very useful, and some ammo while we're here too. Now let's get out. We'll go over here now to push this button. Yes, that's a button. In order to go over here and use this wall. Now there are Disciples of the Sparrow here, but you can dodge them pretty easily. You want to grab the Lightbringer, which is a secret here, but you pretty much need it to deal with this next area. We'll go through this portal here and avoid the instantly charging Molitor there. And we'll grab some Quartz Flasks here. And if you need them, Crystal Vials. We're gonna go through here to grab this Mystic Urn. And yes, there are quite a number of enemies here, but you want to go through this part on the right side on the northeast, so you can go into this area, grab any ammo you need if you happen to need it, then get ready to use the Tome of Power on this Molitor duo, as well as these Serpent Keepers, because I'm done with their crap. Yeah, just spam the powered up Lightbringer on them. Now, more enemies will spawn when you kill the Molotars, I believe, but they are pretty much small time compared to the other ones. I mean, yes, there are the Iron Liches and Chaos Serpents and Serpent Keepers here, but you do have some Crystal Vials to help you deal with the worst of their attacks. And even though the Crystal Vials don't give you a lot of health, it's better than nothing, I'd say. So we'll grab that Silver Shield, because we're low on Enchanted Shield usage, and we just got hit by these dorks right here. And I think it's a high time we use the Phoenix Rod. Wonderful. So now we've gotten usage out of that. We're gonna go over here, press this button, and press this button, and get ready, because this wall will lower, and odds are a bunch of enemies will have congregated right here. Now you can use the Phoenix Rod or the Hell Staff or the Dragon Claw even to help you deal with these enemies. Anything will do, really. As long as it softens up or outright kills these enemies here. Alright. So once we're done, we can grab the green key and get ready for more enemies to come in here, because we haven't killed any yet until now. Some more will be here, like those Ophidians. More around this area. Yeah, we'll ignore them for the time being. We're just gonna go over here and use this wall real quick, while also killing these undead warriors, so they don't throw red axes that instantly kill you. Yeah, using that wall will allow you to go through this portal and grab the secret with a Mystic Urn and Ring of Invincibility, so those are both great things to have. Unless those dorks come in. Whatever. We're going through here now to grab the Might of Tysonus. We may use it really soon, but we don't want to go through there. No idea what I was thinking, but we do want to kill this guy. There it is. Now, some Ophidians will spawn here, but they're no big deal compared to all the other enemies we've been facing so far. And speaking of enemies we may face, there are, of course, all these guys here, and these guys here, and some might try to block your path, but here's a chance to get a Morpho of them, another one even. I'm gonna grab some stuff here, more stuff here, use the Phoenix Rod to kill those guys, let the splash damage kill the ghost, and okay, I think it's time to start hammering away at these enemies, particularly these jerks, because they have ruined so many runs or attempts to play this level, when I was doing practice runs, I have come up with this alternative strat by going into that room with the Molotovs first, so I don't have to use the Ring of Invincibility for, or so I have an opportunity to use the Ring of Invincibility for other situations. Not situations like this. We're gonna use the Mystic Urn for that. And we're gonna get out. Because, yeah, you don't want to get crowded with those guys. We're gonna use the Sippy Juice pickup that we found and get out of here. And looky, look at all those kills. Yeah, that's a lot of dead enemies, but that's only 1/7 of the enemies that we need to kill for this level. Fun. Alright, so we're gonna deal with these Ophidians, because they're a good investment. They'll give you rod ammo back sometimes. Not all the times, but sometimes. Of course, you want to kill the Serpent Keepers because they are such a ever-present threat, because they are so fast and they deal so much damage even though they're melee enemies. They're the deadliest melee enemies I've ever seen since Turbo Pinkies. Imagine if these guys were affected by a fast parameter. Yeah, just think of that and you'll have created the stuff of nightmares. But we're just gonna kill him with the Dragon Claw to stun lock him a little bit and slow down their march of death. You can use the Phoenix Rod too if you can get them to actually get into a spot where you can hit them, which may be difficult to do sometimes. Whatever. We're gonna kill this big boy, because he's just sitting there, and of course I get hit by axes, but it's fine, because we're killing this big boy too, and we're finally killing these jerks because they have tormented me for so long. In one of my practice runs, they actually managed to kill me while I was attempting this alternative strat, and of course you show up. Now, even though they do have that rather obvious audio cue of their footsteps being very, very noisy, it still can be hard to tell where they are sometimes, because some of your weapons may overpower that noise. Because, yeah, the weapons in Heretic can be really loud sometimes, especially the Dragon Claw. But I tell you what, we're just gonna let them roll around a bit. And here's a good gathering of enemies. Let's kill them all with the Phoenix Rod. Well, enough of them to make a difference. And of course, he runs right towards where I was going. Right towards it. Gosh, these guys, these Serpent Keepers are really evil, aren't they? Whatever. We'll use a Dragon Claw to finish you off. If you even come over here. Come on, do your evil charge thing. You too. I'm done with your Serpent Keeper crap. And you? Yeah, that's more like it. Okay, so we just gotta keep killing these Serpent Keepers. They're pretty much priority number one at this point, because this, even though this map is like really, really open, they still find ways to get you, because they can teleport around, because there are a few monster exclusive teleporters in this map that will do their darndest to try to screw you over. But hey, we're going back into here now. Kill all these dorks. Grab this thing. And I guess all the disciples left. Or were killed. But I think they all left. Yeah, they can leave. They can just fly out of here. That might be one of them. And he's dead, so it's all good. Alright, so as you can hear, there are plenty of Chaos Serpents here. We got hit directly by an Iron Lich projectile, but thankfully the shards and the projectile itself didn't do too much damage. Sometimes it can do that, but you want to be careful for that either way. But I think it's high time we started hammering away at these enemies here. Now we'll use the Phoenix Rod to kill these big Chaos Serpents, as well as the Iron Liches. Let's look at them. They're all over the place. We'll grab this right here too, real quick. Just keep hammering away at these dorks. And I guess fire one at you too. Why not? Alright, I'll grab one of these sigils of power even, and just hammer away at some of these other dorks. Like you. Yeah, don't charge at me. Just sit there and throw projectiles. I'm tired of you charging because you're invulnerable when you're charging. And I don't even think the Wayfarer fixed that. Well, I say fixed, but it might have been a feature. Whatever. But, a lot of these enemies are cleared out now, so we are pretty much good to go for the next parts. When you run into here, Chaos Serpent spawns. You want to get rid of them. So you can grab some stuff in here, like these flame orbs and these runes. While you're in here, let's use the staff to kill these guys. Yeah, you don't get too much of an opportunity to use the staff here because this level's just completely wild, completely nutso. We do have an opportunity to use the rod though. There's one right there. Well, no, not from here at least. But looky, there are some saber claws here. Yes, and we're gonna kill them all. We're gonna go over here and grab some ammo. And kill the Chaos Serpent with it. Alright, so we're going over here now. And using the Dragon Claw to kill these dorks. And you know what? Phoenix Rod for you. If it hits, at least. Yes, it does. Thank you. This is the Hell Staff for you. And you know what? We'll use the staff for you. The regular staff. The Durnwood staff. Gotta love me that Durnwood, right? Alright, so most of the enemies here are down for the count. And with all that said and done, we can probably go hunting for some more secrets and goodies. Now we got 2 of the secrets, but there's one more area where we can go to get more. First we're gonna have to kill these dorks. And you too. We'll grab this. And then go over here, press this button. Yes, that's a button. It'll lower this lift here, so you can go up here and lower this wall with a banner on it. Go down here, tag this secret, you can grab an enchanted shield. Then press this, or rather shoot it, to go across here. And you'll be able to go up this lift. And you want to go up this lift so you can go down here. Very carefully. And also very carefully go up this crate and around here and take a right there, and I dropped, so we'll have to do it all over again. Happens to the best of us. Alright, so we're gonna do that all over again. Yeah, you have to do everything all over again. You have to press that button to get up here. You have to shoot this button too. Go across the pillars. Go up the lift. And let's do that again. And this again. Very careful movement. Across here. And around here, and here's the last secret, the Shadow Sphere. Look, we got 265 out of 700 kills, and I'll show you where pretty much all those kills come from when the time comes. However, I think it's high time we go through one of these places now. Alright, so this area is pretty scary. You can have some time bombs, but you want to get your Morphobum out. Because Iron Liches will spawn here, but they're not the big threat. Well, they can be, if they throw whirlwinds at your way. It's these guys, these Serpent Keepers, that are your big problem. And the Chaos Serpents too. This hellish maze will give you nightmares. But thankfully we can Morphobum the Serpent Keepers. That is the saving grace of this part. Oh goodness. They're all in that corner there, and you want to go around these corners because there's a switch here, another switch here, and one more switch which is right here. We'll press that, and now we can lower all these pillars here, which will reveal this area, and it's much easier to do when they're all out in the open. Alright, so yeah, that's following me, but it's fine. I think I heard an undead warrior or something. But we'll deal with that right now, I guess, since he's right here. Thank goodness. Alright, since all the enemies are down here, they aren't too bad to deal with, because they're all in this big pile here. What you want to do is just fire madly at them. Get them out of your hair. You can grab some flame orbs if you need more ammo for that. There's also at least one Inferno orb that you can pick up. And the Iron Liches may drop some extra Morphobums for you if you can get that. And while you're here, grab the yellow key. Alright, we're gonna wait for these tornadoes to disperse. Or maybe not, since we grabbed pretty much all the ammo we need. Not gonna grab that, because we still have enchanted armor. Or enchanted shield even. Looky, right there, near the hell. That's where you can see it. But there's one more area to go through. And this one is also a real doozy. Because you want to get the ammo for the Hell Staff. Press the button. This will close instantly. Get the Morphobum out, because some enemies will spawn in. And the enemies you want to take care of in particular are these were-dragons. Chicken them. Don't be afraid to spam the Morphobum a little bit. And please use the Tome of Power with the Dragon Claw to get rid of these gargoyles, because their damage, while small individually, it all adds up wherever you use, or whenever there are like so many of them here. Like, look at them. When you're out of that, you can grab more energy orbs here, which is what I did just now. Thankfully, the Rippers are quite efficient in dealing with a good bit of them. Like, it gets the worst of them out of your hair. At least enough that they won't be doing, like, a critical massive damage to you. But once you've dealt with a good bit of them, it might be time to cross this Lake of Fire to grab some crystal vials. Press this button to lower this with the quartz flask. And we'll deal with the rest of these guys with the Hell Staff, I guess. And grab the blue key, and now let's get out. Alright, so with all that said and done, we'll go over here and grab these crystal vials. We'll grab the silver shield here, might need it. And we'll make sure we've gotten all the crystal vials here, because we'll need all the help we can get for this next area. Because even though there are 364 enemies dead out of 700, I'll show you where the rest of them are. We'll grab these right now. And we have a little bit of ammo for the Lightbringer, but we do have a Ring of Invincibility, which we will use whenever we get the opportunity to do so. And that opportunity might be now, because look, there are 3 buttons here, or rather 3 pillars here, that signal that you need all 3 keys to open this, or rather press this button. So we are going to do that right now and prepare for the worst. And of course, priority number one, getting rid of these jerks, and also getting out of here. And I'm gonna use time bombs too, because I don't like these guys at all. And the Shadow Spear, since I don't want to get hit by any of the other guys. And the Hell Staff, also good to use. You just want to make sure that all of these Serpent Keepers are dead, so you can focus your fire on every other enemy. And hopefully you won't get blocked away by them too much. You can press that button if you want to get out of one of these areas. Or rather, press them both so you can lower these pillars and be able to move around the area again. And thank goodness, because this whole ordeal is quite the hassle without, you know, being able to be free from the worst of it. And looky, we have the Shadow Spear, so all these undead warriors here can't do jack to us. But these Serpent Keepers, however, can still kill us. And they're pretty much the deadliest enemy of this whole encounter. Because there are, like, so many of them in that area, and you can get cornered very easily in that part. And there's still a chance for you to get cornered. We'll grab this enchanted shield here in the Storm of Power, because I think it's about time we started using this pseudo BFG style blast on these guys, huh? And since we're out of Shadow Spear usage, yeah, we're gonna have to do this the hard way. But hey, no more Serpent Keepers means it'll be a little bit easier. But we still have tornadoes to deal with, right? So, yeah, nothing's ever truly easy in this level pack. Yeah, I'll fire one shot at you. Okay. So, look how many enemies we killed. We went from 300 to 600 real quick. It's all thanks to this final arena that has all these enemies here. So yeah, be careful that you don't grab a Sigil of Power while you're using a Tome of Power. Instead, you want to make sure that you have grabbed the Sigil of Power first, so you can use them up, so you don't waste the time you have on the Tome of Power, because it resets your timer to 15 seconds, and that's not efficient. But this is. Grabbing the Sigil first, then using the Tome of Power to kill the rest of these dorks. And look how powerful the powered up Ethereal Crossbow is. It is just so good. And as you can see, that is pretty much all the enemies. Well, there are still a few stragglers running around, but we'll deal with them, because some of them will be nice enough to teleport in for us. Oh, nice. So yeah, it's very optimal to save the Ring of Invincibility for this last area because of the Serpent Keepers and the fact that you can get cornered easily. Well, that's all the kills and all the secrets. And oh boy, this was quite a level, wasn't it? But we are done with it, so let us just go through here and take a look back at what carnage we've caused. Yeah, that's wonderful, isn't it? But we are done, and we are able to go through here. This is the place from the title screen, huh? Looks nice. Let's go through it, finally. Alright, the Onyx Citadel. And what a level. We did it in 24 minutes. Goodness gracious. So yeah, pressing that button behind the Molotov first and going into that room with the two Molotovs with that Lightbringer in hand is probably the most ideal strategy you can do in order to save the Ring of Invincibility for another encounter. And yeah, the encounter at the end with the Serpent Keepers, the Iron Liches, and the Saber Claws. Very good time to use that Ring of Invincibility. But yes, we are done with this video. And it was quite a doozy, so stay tuned for the next one where we go into the final level of the Wayfarer, the Serpent Gate. But until next time, toodaloo.